What if the final case of the world's most famous paranormal investigators was not just another exorcism but a battle for their own souls? Today, we are diving into the Conjuring Last Ride 2025, the darkest and the most emotional chapter of the Conjuring universe. This film marks the final mission of Ed and Lorraine Warren, a case so powerful that it forces them to confront their faith, their fear, and a terrifying evil they believed was long gone. So, the chapter 1 is The Call from the Past. The movie opens in 1979 with Ed and Lorraine Warren leaving quietly after stepping away from the active investigators. Ed's health is fragile and Lorraine is haunted by disturbing visions, flashes of fire, blood red symbols, and a familiar demonic presence. One night, Lauren experiences a vision of a ritual gone wrong, ending with a single phrase whispered repeatedly: "The last rite is for you." Soon after, the Warrens receive a desperate call from a Catholic diocese in rural Pennsylvania. A priest has vanished during an unauthorized exorcism, and a family living in an old monastery is experiencing wildly supernatural activity. Despite knowing the risk, Lorraine feels this case is destined, not optional. Reluctant, Ed agrees, sensing that this mission may be their last. Chapter number 2: The Monastery of Secrets. The Warren arrived the isolated monastery, now converted into a family residence. The atmosphere is oppressive, walls marked with ancient Latin symbol mirror covered and cross turned upside down. The family explained that strange events began after it discovered a sealed underground chamber beneath the building. Objects move on their own. Shadows whispers names, and their youngest daughter speak in a voice that is not her own. Lorraine touches a rosary found in the chamber and is struck by a terrifying vision. This place was once used for a forbidden ritual known as the Last Rite, a ceremony meant not to expel demons but to bind them permanently to human souls. Worse still, the ritual was never completed. Chapter number 3: The Demon Reveals Itself. As investigation continues, the demon begins targeting Lorraine directly. It knows her fear, her memories, and her love for Ed. The entity reveals its identity, not a new demon, but an ancient force the Varens unknownly weakened. Decades earlier, during one of their earliest cases, this demon does not want possession, it wants completion. Ed realizes the horrifying truth. The last rite requires two believers, one to perform the ritual and one to sacrifice spiritually. The demon has chosen Ed and Lorraine. Chapter number 4: Faith Shattered. Ed's condition worsens as supernatural attack intensify. The demon manipulates time, space, and memory, forcing Ed to relive his failures and Lorraine to face visions of Ed dying because of her choices. A young priest tries to perform a standard exorcism and fails catastrophically. The demon grows stronger. Lorraine finally understands this case is not about saving his family, it's about ending the curse of forever, even if it costs them everything. She prepares to perform the true last rite, knowing it may permanently sever her spiritual connection, the very gift that defines her. Chapter number 5: The Final Ritual. In the underground chamber, surrounded by a collapsing wall and violent manifestations, Ed and Lorraine begin the ritual together. The demon attacks relentlessly, whispering dubs, twisting love into fears. Ed nearly gives in, but Lorraine reminds him that faith is not the absence of fear, but the choice to stand anyway. With their combined strength, the ritual is completed. The demon screams, not in pain but in defeat. Is it sealed, permanently erased from the physical and spiritual realms? The last goodbye.